What if I told you that you can sign up to receive orders when you're not logged onto the platform in Doordash? This is a Doordash Only video, by the way. So yes, you can sign up in the preferences section of your Doordash app to sign up for orders when you're not logged in. You can also set what days you want to receive them and what times you want to receive them in. It took me a little while to find it, but it's there. But I'm going to tell you right now, as with most things in delivery, this is going to depend on your market. And I'll tell you why. I actually did sign up for this a while back, and I didn't change the time and date settings. And here's what happened. I only got bad White Castle runs at midnight. Never got anything in the middle of the day. So even if I set my time to block out, those particular late night, overnight time frames, I wouldn't have received anything. Again, this is a function of market. If you're in a very busy, high volume market, if you're in, say, New York City, Los Angeles, say, any big city, Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth, any mega metropolis, you're probably going to do okay with this. Again, same rules as usual. You don't want to take money losing offers. But I'm going to guess that you're in a stronger market, you can do okay. But I live in an ex-urban, semi-rural market 30 to 35 miles north of the Twin Cities. Most of our trips go out of town. Again, this is Forest Lake, Minnesota, population 20,000. The restaurant hub of our immediate region. And most lion's share of our trips do go outside of the city limits, and they go to rural and semi-rural areas, neighboring smaller communities, and the like. Areas where you're not going to get anything back. So if I take a trip up to, say, out west to, say, Columbus, there's no restaurants out there at all that have DoorDash. I'm not getting anything that's going to get me the 10 miles or so back eastbound. That's going to be empty guaranteed. I've also gotten, in this option, I got trips from White Castle that went east to a smaller incorporated city that covers a large rural area actually called Scandia. Population 4,000, but it covers 50 square miles. Very low population density. Again, no DoorDash restaurants. And Scandia is even not inside of any DoorDash pickup area because there's no restaurants. So I'm never going to get anything back from there. And so this flash offer would have produced a net loss. I believe it was like 10 miles for $7, which then becomes 20 miles because of the return trip. So, yes, I want to talk about flash offers here real quick. It's going to depend on your market. If you live in the middle, if I were to live, say, in the middle of Minneapolis, the city itself, it might actually work because orders there tend to link and be tightly connected. And they go from pickup to drop off, and then a pickup very close by to the next drop off, which then leads to another pickup very close by. That doesn't happen in Forest Lake. You have to come back into the city of Forest Lake to get your next trip. There's rare instances where there's exceptions to this, but those are not going to happen at midnight. We do have fast food restaurants in a couple of the nearby towns, but they're not going to be open at that hour. The only things that open at that hour are in the core city of Forest Lake. So again, as usual, know your market. Your market's going to determine whether flash offers are viable or not. In a densely urban area, it could work very well. But in an ex-urban / semi-rural market such as mine, not so much. That's it for This is my second final episode for this particular Tuesday. You folks have a fabulous night. And as always, peace out, homies.